mane per me o mane per me
Welcome, beloveds.
Welcome, friends.
Wow. So thank you so much for joining us. And, may the place where we are, feeling our connection to Earth, take the healing and the benefit of our practice and our heart connection, bring that far and wide. We have 3 people from New Zealand here. Wow. Thank you so much for coming so far.
Good morning.
Good morning. And friends from Russia, thank you so much for joining. And Vitali is here from Israel. Thank you for joining. And thank you for joining from all over the United States. And, beautiful to see you. What a fantastic capacity that we have to be able to join together like this. Really. Okay, so feeling your feet connected to earth, opening your breath, invoking the presence of all your guides and teachers to be present for you. Inviting your heart to reach out to those people that you love and feel close to. And then opening the wings of our heart to include all of us who are on this call, just beyond space, but in this space that we're connected in, to feel our connection, opening our hearts. Let's say the invocation together.
Toward the One, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance.
So, Aliela, would you say the invocation in Hebrew?
לאחד, לשלמות של אהבה תפארת ויופי, ליחיד, המאחד בתוכו את כל הנשמות הנאורות המייצרות את התגלמות האומן, הרוח הקודש.
And Latifa, would you say it in Russian?
Единому, совершенству любви, гармонии и красоты, единосущему, объединяясь со всеми просветленными душами, которые образуют воплощение Мастера, путеводный дух.
Malika, would you say it in Spanish? Thank you.
Hacia el uno, la perfección del amor, la armonía y la belleza, el ser único, unido a todas las almas iluminadas que forman el cuerpo del Maestro, el Espíritu Guía.
No.
Yeah.
Is Wendy here?
No, I don't think so.
Prem.
So Prem, I think you're still here. Are you here, Prem?
Yes.
Would you say it in Maori, please? Thank you.
Sure.
Hi, Prem.
E mihi ana, ki teiko tahitanga pure, Kawea Hoki Te Tina Tamata o Te Araha o Te Whakaratahi me te Atahua. Kaori hei tangata kau atu I aia. E whakakatahi te ki ngā wairua tūrama katoa. Ko rata nei ti whakatinanatanga a rata au ka whitu rangatia a Tanaka Arataki.
And Rahmana, would you say in Hawaiian?
Aloha. I'm sorry, something's happening with my sound.
We hear you.
We hear you.
Okay, good. Ike aloha. Kamen mea pono loa o ke aloha. Lokahi ame kanani. O ke kanaka wale no. Hui pu me na uhane. Ola apau loa. Ke ia ano I ka ho'olala o ke haku. Ka uhane o ke alakai.
Alie, would you sign us in, please? Thank you.
Toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance.
Thank you. Okay. Bismillah. Rahman. Rahim. Just to introduce us, Halima.
I'm Abraham, and this is
Julia. Is Julia, who's
Julia's our granddaughter.
And if you've come to our camps, you have met her before, and she's met you.
So this is a time that we all have to keep doing our practice, because the world is very challenging right now in so many ways. You know, the virus and the fires and the wars and craziness. There's a lot of craziness in the world right now. And we would have to be a stone not to be affected by it. And we're not stones, we're human. And everything is contagious in life. You know, all the feelings of the world are contagious, and so is our good practice, and so is our concentration, and so is our love. This is also contagious. So this is a time to really take our practices very seriously, and knowing that we can give something to the world. So let's do a practice we like to start with, which is the breathing practice of purification breaths of Hazrat Inayat Khan. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, breathing in healing with the phrase Ya Shafi, and breathing out healing, Ya Kafi. And feeling healing for the earth element, our bones, our bodies, our skeletal systems, the ground of our being, our gardens. Breathe the healing in and breathe the healing out. Next breath, tuning to the water element, breathing in through the nose, but out through the mouth, and feeling the fluid in our body, the blood, all the fluids in the body that bring us healing and immunity. And envisioning healing for the waters of the planet, for the lakes and the rivers and the oceans. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Next breath, breathing in through the mouth and out through the nose. Invoking healing for the fire element of our nature. Invoking the alchemy of our own transformation into light. And invoking healing for the air element, our breathing, our lungs, breathing in through the mouth, out through the mouth, refined breath. And the air element governs our ideals and our mind. So we allow the wings of our heart to soar and rise upward. And the next breath, super refined, very, very light breath, breathing nose and mouth and the whole of the body breathing, but without movement. We're still. This is the ether breath. It's the breath that opens up the inner life, our attunement to the light body, to the atmosphere, to our aura. We can seal this practice with the prayer Nayas. Beloved Lord, Almighty God, through the rays of the sun, through the waves of the air, through the all-pervading life in space, purify and revivify us, and we pray, heal our bodies, hearts, and souls. Amen.
So we'd like to kind of stay on the breath for a moment, and in this way of feeling our feet connected to earth and our hearts opening, open to reach out to with our breath, reach out to those that we love, and let's kind of breathe in and breathe out. And on the out breath, we're sending love and compassion. And on the in breath, we're just receiving. Here in the US, we have a lot of friends on the West Coast who are really in raging fires now.
Life is challenged everywhere.
So we breathe in those people that we know, we love, and beyond, who we feel. We breathe in whatever their situation is, whatever feeling we might be receiving from them. And we send our love and our kindness and our strength. Reaching out with your heart, sending prayers for healing, like a calm, gentle breath we send. We receive whatever it is that we're open to, and we respond with compassion. We don't have to go so far from home. We want to, really cultivate the capacity to respond to our situations with compassion towards ourselves, towards our beloveds, towards those who are far and wide.
Our unity promotes immunity and community. So we have many beloveds from our community who are going to share today. We want to ask Shakti and Tamal to make an offering as part of our gathering. So, Aliye, please.
Thank you, Shakti, and thank you, Tamal.
Thank you, Abraham and Halima. We're so honored to get to share. Just thinking about what I miss most about being with all of you, holding your hands, looking into your eyes. And one of the lessons I learned early on, or something that was awakened within me when I first began coming to the dances, is when we were doing partner dances and looking into each other's eyes. And I just remember having a profound sense of feeling held, being seen, and also touching on the infinite, the universal. And so I want to invite us to put the gallery view on for this chant, just so that we can all see each other and look into each other's eyes. So it's a little harder, right, because we're looking into a screen, but at least acknowledging that here we all are. And I do miss you. I miss holding your hand and singing, chanting, moving together. So grateful to see you and be with you here. This chant that we're going to do is, it's from Sanatam Kaur, and we arranged it slightly differently, and Alia is going to put the lyrics into the chat box so that you can follow along. It is kind of call and response, but feel free to sing and jump in and allow yourself to move or sway or rock or anything that feels right for your soul. It's by thy grace that I sing. It's by thy grace that I sing. It's by thy grace that I sing your holy name.
It's by thy grace that I sing. It's by thy grace that I sing. It's by thy grace that I sing your holy name.
It's by thy grace that I feel. It's by thy grace that I feel. It's by thy grace that I feel your holy
It's by thy grace that I feel. It's by thy grace that I feel. It's by thy grace that I feel your holy name.
Allah, Jehovah, Rama, Satanama.
Allah,
Jehovah,
Rama, Satanama.
Allah, Jehovah, Rama, Satanama.
Allah, Jehovah, Rama, Satanama.
Peace to all.
Peace to all.
Life to all.
Life to all. Love to all. Love to all.
Peace to all.
Peace to all.
Life to all.
Life to all. love to all, love to all. Radhe Govinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. 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 Peace to all, peace to all. Life to all, life to all. Love to all, love to all. Peace to all, peace to all. Life to all, life to all. Love to all, love to all. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Peace to all, peace to all. Life to all, life to all. Love to all, love to all. Peace to all, peace to all. Life to all, life to all. Love to all, love to all. Your holy name, your holy name, your holy name will carry us home. Your holy name will carry us home. Holy name will carry us
Thank you, Shakti and Tamal. Beautiful.
Mm.
The holy name will carry us home. Yeah.
And the love of each other. You know, when we share with each other, we amplify what's in our own hearts. So
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that we can meet together.
And carry us home it takes us far and wide also. Like we're about to go, and part of our home is in New Zealand with our beloved
Ah,
Wendy Maima.
so I have
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we've been really lucky to go to New Zealand quite a bit, and discovered just that, I have this theory that there's an underground river of Baraka, and it rises up in different places where there's wholeness and beauty. It really rises up wherever we are, but it kind of, so in New Zealand, there's just this beautiful wisdom that's really native to that part of the world. And it's really not a different wisdom than anywhere else, but it's so rich in how it weaves in the elements and the people together for this kind of hardwired, beautiful heart wisdom. I'm so happy to see, I think 3 or 4 of our friends from New Zealand are on this, and I'm so happy to see you so close. You're right here in my heart. These were carved by Wendy, and they're super light. They're volcanic stones that she picked up on the side of a really big lake and brought them to a retreat that we were doing all together. And she's an artist and a musician, and she carved these 2 out of these rocks, 2 hearts together. So here we go. Let's go to New Zealand.
Wendy Maima.
Wendy came on a little bit late, so I hope you're still here, Wendy. Are you here? Yay! You need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Oh. Okay. And it's so beautiful to be able to join you. You have no idea how pleased I am to be able to join you this morning after having a few little techno challenges. And this possibility for our hearts to connect from one side of this beautiful earth to the other is something I also have deep gratitude for. I felt this morning that I would just like to backtrack a teeny bit into the origins of our world before we go into our little breathing practice of sending love to this world. So in the beginning, there was nothing, with only the potential for everything, not yet in form. And from this nothingness there came the darkness, the many long dark nights of the womb of creation, in which our beautiful earth, Papa Tuanuku, where she's known of in New Zealand as Papa Tuanuku, it's our beautiful earth mother. And she was born into the darkness, and in darkness she grew to maturity, and she fell in love, deeply in love, with the vast expanse of the sky, or Rangi Nui as he is known. They loved each other so very, very much that they held each other in the tightest embrace for the longest time, and there was no light, no possibility for their children. They also had many, many children who were all the gods of creation, but they were unable to move or breathe because of the lack of space. So, long story short, they forced their parents apart. And so Rangi Nui is now far above us, a long way from his beloved Papa Tuanuku. And this separation allowed for the light to enter, and it also caused great sadness, deep sorrow for both Rangi and Papa. And Rangi's tears fell as rain upon the earth, and Papa Tuanuku's tears welled up from deep within her. And together they created all the waters of the earth, which was the other element essential for life. So we give our deep respect and thanks to Rangi and Papa for this supreme sacrifice and for the gift of life in this space between them, this space which is still filled with the love that passes between heaven and earth, in much the same way that the waters cycle from heaven to earth. So does this love, and that we have the gift of being able to live in this beautiful space of love between earth and sky. So in the Māori world, aroha is love. And this word aroha contains the breath. So ha is breath, and where you direct your breath is where your love goes. So I'd like to take a deep breath. Breathing in this love, this nourishment, this support of the earth that is so constant and we often forget. And breathing out, we send our love to the earth with thanks, with deep gratitude for the gift of life in this space between earth and sky. So aroha mai is the love that we receive, and aroha atu is the love that we give. And this constant flow of love is what keeps life alive. So breathing in, aroha mai, and breathing out, aroha atu. And breathing in from the earth into the heart, aroha mai. And to the earth, our love. And then from the sky, breathing in the love of the sky, into the heart, and breathing out our love to the sky. Breathing in all the love from the space between earth and sky. Breathing out our love to the world. Breathing in, gathering up all of this love, returning it to the earth with thanks. Do this again with the breath and then we'll sing. So aroha mai, breathing out aroha atu to the earth. Sky, breathing in aroha mai, breathing out aroha atu. The space between aroha mai, aroha atu. Breathing in aroha mai, aroha atu. One more time breathing. Aroha mai. Aroha atu. Aroha mai. Aroha atu. Aroha mai. Aroha atu. Aroha mai. Aroha. E rangi e papa e te whānau atua, whakatohia tō koutou manaakitanga ki roto e tēnei mahi o mātou. Kei te mihi, kei te mihi, kei te mihi ki a koutou katoa. To Papa Tuanuku and to Ranginui and to all of their children who are all the gods of creation, give our thanks and our respect, and we ask that they infuse their blessings into this sacred work that we do together.
You know, in truth, the wisdom that is in one place flows and forms the wisdom in another. And when we can meet like this, we start to really understand that there's beautiful native wisdom in every part of our planet. And it's in the place where you also live, wherever you are, that the earth itself is living, and those of us who are part of it, which is all of us, draw all the sacred paths, come from the same source. It's, our place, our work to open those doors inside of ourselves and to open our breath so we really can feel our connection to life itself and to each other beyond boundaries. These underground rivers, they're like springs. They come up and then they go back under and they travel to another place and come up in that native place, and so on, all around the world. One body of water swirling and circulating and bringing wisdom to all of us.
Halima and I have been so blessed to be able to travel and visit such beautiful people. For instance, in the Maori people in New Zealand and also in South America, we've traveled. And one thing we're realizing when we travel is how much earth wisdom there is in so many places, how many cultures really get it, that the earth is sacred, that the earth is to be protected, that life comes, we're all interwoven, we are interdependent with all life. And Papa Tuanuku and Orangi Nui are holding all of life. And we don't always remember this in the West because we have somehow disconnected a lot from the native wisdom of our land. But fortunately, the indigenous wisdom of the land is alive in much of the world, and
all parts of the world.
And it's our, we all need to tune ourselves because there's so much blessing and so much healing. Halima and I are also very fortunate that we are living in a very beautiful place. Many of you have been here in Royalston, where there's beautiful trees and beautiful gardens and beautiful grass and beautiful flowers and beautiful birds and
Beautiful children.
And all kinds of creatures of every size and shape. And there's so much blessing for we as two-leggeds to make that connection with the vitality of the natural world. It's a great source of healing.
There is one sacred book.
Yeah, the Holy Manuscript of Nature, from which all other holy books derive.
Yeah.
The Nayat Khan says that.
So here we are, and even with all the wisdom, we still are in this predicament where we're not, our earth is in trouble.
Yeah, things are out of balance.
Our people are in trouble, and part of our work also is to how to be steady, how to keep our hearts open, how to respond to suffering, how to recognize our own suffering and mourning, and also to do what we can to make it better. To bring a ray of light, to reflect back the light that we receive. In the invitation to this, I posted a quote that I want to read to you. It's from Pema Chodron, a Buddhist teacher. Our life's work is to use what we have been given to wake up. If there were two people who were exactly the same body, same speech, same mind, same mother, same father, same house, same food, same everything the same, one of them could use what she has to wake up, and the other could use it to become more resentful, bitter, and sour. It doesn't matter what you're given, whether it's physical deformity or enormous wealth or poverty, beauty, ugliness, mental stability or mental instability, life in the middle of a madhouse or life in the middle of a peaceful, silent desert. Whatever you're given can wake you up or put you to sleep. That's the challenge of now. What are you going to do with what you have already? Your body, your speech, your mind. This is from a book called The Wisdom of No Escape. And this life is really a short life that we have. We don't get to stay here. And we don't really get to control, I control the circumstances around us. We do get to control ourselves. We can really work with the ground of our own being. We can generate compassion. We can become aware of when we lose balance and regain balance. We can cultivate the tools for being a place of centeredness and presence and healing.
We can change the channel when we realize that we are stuck in a crappy channel. It can be a crappy channel because of our own habits of feeling or thought, or external conditions get to us. That's when we have to do the real work of bringing our practice out, bringing light in, bringing clarity into the heart. Let's do a very simple practice that is one that I invite you to use anytime you need to change the channel, because you notice that you're not in your optimal energy and you're not having a good time. Draw light from the universe and draw it into our heart. So bring light into the heart. Feel our heart being nourished by the light of life. Draw the sun into our heart. Breathe that light into our heart so that our heart is awake. And breathe that light out from our heart so that our being brings light into the world. Amin. Simple practice. Light in the heart, light from the heart into the world. This is how we change the channel when we need to change the channel.
Yeah. So we like to stay on the same channel but switch the screen to our dear friend Malika.
Malika from Colombia, by way of New York now, New Jersey, and our dear friend, and she will
Carry us on the river.
carry us another way to come home.
Hi, Malika.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for this prayer. I would love if we go to gallery view to see everyone. We can see each other. And to raise this prayer in Hebrew, Ana Elna Refanala. Ana Elna Refanala. Ana means please. El means God. Na, please. Refa, heal. Na, please. La, her. Is please God, please heal, please her. Ana Ella Refanala. This is a prayer comes from Moses. He was praying for his sister, for the healing of his sister. And this prayer have been spoken for thousands of years and now becomes a dance. And this dance, the intention of this dance is to be a prayer for the healing of our planet, what we are doing now in community. And it's a prayer for all the people who is working for peace in all the world. And it's a prayer that we as human beings find the wisdom to achieve that peace inside us and in all the world. So be it. Let's do the movements. You can choose a partner in front of you. We are praying together in community. We start in our heart, just asking for assistance and for healing for this planet, for this earth, for this humanity. Ana, Ella, Refanala. Sending the prayer to the earth. You can choose a partner to do in each round. We change partner when we finish to sing all the dance of the melody. Ana, Ella, partner, Refanala. Together we send this blessing to the earth. And then we put our left hand in our right hand, doesn't matter really, in our heart, and we just, our left palm is facing to the earth, and just facing a partner. Or we can do in this movement, just with a partner, you like touching the palm, the right palm, and with the other one, we are sending the blessing to the earth. Again. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Okay, we continue with the movements. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Ana, Elna, Refanala. Partner. Ana, Elna, Refanala. blessing, asking for healing, breathing together. One more time. Amen. That we can make the courage in our hearts to keep our center and at the same time to give love and compassion to all of the people around us, to understand their point of view and to forgive. Amen. So be it. Thank you.
Feeling your breath, your heart. This body comes from the earth, returns to the earth. The water of our being goes back to the earth. Every day, so many people are born, so many people die. And for every baby that's born, there's still that, wow, new life, something, spark of life that it's still a mystery. We can't make it happen. It happens. We're part of this mystery. It's such a privilege to be alive. It's such a privilege to have breath. We don't know how many we have. But we have this one and this one. So we're going to keep working with the breath and keep, our prayer is to become really aware of our breath, to really, Murshid Sam said breath is not to be confused with air.
So we're given this beautiful teaching of the zikr phrase that we take refuge in the unity that excludes nothing and includes everything. And as we, this is the ultimate channel change, is to tune ourselves to this infinite unity. And the zikr phrase is a vehicle for this, and we'll sing it together in the melody of Inayat Khan, and pour yourself into it. The words alone do not get the result. Your attitude, your devotion, your openness, our openness is what transforms us.
Your breath. So the phrase La ilaha is that emptying, it's that out breath. And El Allahu is the in breath, the affirmation, this unity that includes everything and excludes nothing. So let's put it on our breath for a moment. La ilaha on the out breath. Letting go, dissolving, there is nothing. And El Allahu on the in breath. Affirming.
La ilaha illallah. 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 Ellallahu, 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 Allahu, 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 Allahu.
And coming back again to your breath, putting the phrase on your breath, on the flow of your breath. Emptying. Filling. Amin, amin, amin. So we'd like to invite our friend Sue to share a poem.
Sue Littlefield.
Yeah. So feel the
Big heart,
practice.
Littlefield.
Yes, thank you. So close your eyes and feel the practice. Feel the shift in the body from these practices uniting us around the world, earth and heaven, and all the children on the earth. And may we send our practices out to all beings, especially those our beloveds, and especially those whose hearts are hardened and could use our love. This poem is called Frozen Wings. And you might hear the sirens in the background. frozen wings, oppressors, victims, hardened humanity. We are born of divine essence. What shields this original beauty? May an accepting radiance hear the cries of those in need and help us envision a just and loving future. May a warm benevolence rain down from a source who knows no division and melt the frozen wings of all armored hearts. May their onerous burdens thaw drop by wounded drop. Persecution, fear, injustice, hate, sorrow, rage. May the receptive ground of being transmute this bitter ice into rivers of power, reimagined as peace. May we spread our wings of love and join forces for the liberation of all hearts, including those of raging bullies. May we know deep in our bellies that our collective commitment to harmony feeds the air we share with the promise of compassion and reconciliation for all. Oh, that's funny. My daughter heard the poem and called.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you for your listening.
Would
Thank
you,
Sue.
you know, we've often asked you to read it again, and I wonder if you would.
Yes.
Thank you.
Read this to my daughter who's connecting from places of smoke and fire. Frozen wings. Oppressors, victims, hardened humanity. We are born of divine essence. What shields this original beauty? May an accepting radiance hear the cries of those in need and help us envision a just and loving future. May a warm benevolence rain down from a source who knows no division and melt the frozen wings of all armored hearts. May their onerous burdens thaw drop by wounded drop. Persecution, fear, injustice, hate, sorrow, rage. May the receptive ground of being transmute this bitter ice into rivers of power, reimagined as peace. May we spread our wings of love and join forces for the liberation of all hearts, even those of raging bullies. May we know deep in our bellies that our collective commitment to harmony feeds the air we share with the promise of compassion and reconciliation for all. Thank you for your listening.
MashaAllah.
Ameen. Ameen. Thank you, Sue.
So friends, this is a beautiful note to close with. We invite you to join us in October. I think we'll be on the 10th, Saturday, October 10th. And every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, we share practices. Everyone's welcome. If you don't get that link, write us and we'll send it to you. And yeah.
You know, I just, if you put your hand out, let's take hands with each other. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I'm so grateful for your presence. You know, I'm reaching for you in my heart, and such a wild time on our planet. I get emails from people who are saying, "Oh, we're having dances, we're together," and I'm like, "Great!" It's not happening where I am, and I'm so grateful for your presence and our connection and our capacity to encourage each other uh, and to soften our own hearts so that we can, have compassion and maybe soften the heart of another person because we don't lead with a sharp edge. So yeah, so let's sing together.
May all beings be well.
May all beings be happy.
Peace,
Peace,
peace, peace.
peace. Salam alaikum, Sat
Alaikum
Nam,
salam.
and I think Guru Nam, it's your birthday today. Is that right? Maybe.
Beautiful.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, thank you so much. Beautiful birthday gift to have this gathering.
Beautiful.
So you can all unmute, and it's just a pleasure. We often unmute and sing "May all beings be well," but Abraham has made a vote to not do that today, so we'll all just go back and forth. Well, it's okay. I respect it. And so now we can just appreciate each other's presence and
Good
voice.
boy.
And so